Good morning. Uncle Lou here. Yep, that's right, it's me, Uncle Lou. Live on LouTube for you. Yep, thanks for watching. Yeah. Another very special edition here of Coffee Talk with Uncle Lou. Yep, this is where I drink coffee and talk to you. It's the perfect way to start your day by watching Uncle Lou. Yep. Of course, you're supposed to be watching Uncle Lou every day. Keep that in mind. But anyway, yeah, this is the perfect way to start your day. It's Saturday. Great day down here in Augusta, Georgia. Yep. So I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. Yeah, but enough about that. Let's get to today's topics here. Now, what I want to talk about today, the Duggars. If you don't know who these people are, don't worry. I didn't know who they were either until a couple of weeks ago. But basically, the Duggars, I guess, is a family that has a reality show on TV. Now, what makes these people special? Why do they need their own reality show whenever the good people over at TLC won't come to Uncle Lou's house and do a reality show of Uncle Lou? Well, what sets the Duggars apart? Simple. They have 18 children. Now, let's just start there. 18 kids. What are you doing? That's ridiculous. You know, this isn't the 1800s here. You know, the mortality rate is not 50, 60, 70% as it once was. You know, it used to be you had to have 10 or 12 kids because half of them were going to die from dysentery or, you know, one of these, you know, polio or, chicken pox or whatever. They used to kill off, you know, half your kids used to die before they were 5 years old or whatever. So you'd have to have a bunch of kids just so you could wind up with 2 or 3 healthy ones. That's not the case anymore. Having 18 kids is absolutely ridiculous. I would even go so far as to say that if you have 18 kids, you're committing child abuse. That's just ridiculous. It's absolutely impossible. There's no possible way that you can responsibly raise 18 children. There's just no way. You know, I don't care what you say. Forget the money part of it. Children require an enormous amount of time and care to raise. There's no way you can properly or responsibly raise 18 children. You just can't. It's child abuse. If you have 18 children, you're not. If you have 18 children, you're not running a home. You're running an orphanage. You're basically operating a group home. That's all you're doing. You're providing the bare minimum necessities for your 18 children. Basically, you're giving them a couple of meals a day and a roof. I've read up on these people. You know, 5 girls in 1 bedroom. You know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's child abuse, in my opinion. I don't think there's any reason why anybody should be having 18 children. It's ridiculous. Overpopulation is a problem as it is. And then you've got these people trying to raise up 18 kids. It's irresponsible. And there's no way to properly raise 18 children, period. Now, let's move on. Why are these people in the news? Well, turns out that one of their sons molested some kids. Some sisters, I guess. So let's start at the beginning here. Okay, basically they have a son. I believe he was 12 or 13 at the time. He comes to his parents crying, apologizing, confesses to molesting one of his sisters. Okay, they sit him down, they talk to him, you know, blah, blah, blah. Do they get him help? No. Do they send him to counseling? No. You know, do they alert the authorities? No. They basically do nothing except have a talk with him. They claim to put some safeguards in place, whatever that is. They laid down some rules. Okay, son, since you're molesting your sister, you're not allowed in the girl's bedroom anymore. That should solve the problem. What are you doing? You're just ridiculous. Now, this is where the story goes from bad to worse. They do nothing. Some time goes by. Son comes to him again. Oops, I did it again. That's right, he molests another daughter, a different daughter, victim number 10. Yep, so at this point, the son has now molested 2 of his sisters. It happens a 3rd time. It happens a 4th time. The parents do nothing. They except sit him down and talk to him. That's it. They don't get him any counseling. They don't send him anywhere. They don't do nothing. So look here, Duggars, mom and dad. You know who's responsible for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th victim in that family? You, the parents. You're responsible. Mr. and Mrs. Duggar, you are personally responsible for the molestation of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th victim in your home. This kid also molested a babysitter that they had there. These parents should be thrown in jail. You enabled this to happen. You ruined 6 people's lives. Your son's life is ruined. Your 4 daughters' lives are ruined. The babysitter's life is ruined because you tried to sweep this under the rug and do nothing about it. After the 4th and 5th victims came out, you finally shook your head and said, "Oh no, what's going on here?" So what did you do? Did you send him to professional counseling? No. Did you go to the police? No. Did you get him some sort of intensive therapy? No. What do? You send him to one of these Christian re-education camps down in Arkansas, I think it was somewhere. You guys know the type of place I'm talking about. It's not a place with psychiatrists or psychologists or trained counselors or doctors or medical or professionals that deal with this kind of thing. No, it's not what it is. It's a couple of hick backwoods, Bible beaten do-gooders who think that they can change. These are the same types of places where these Christian right-wing conservative parents will send their kids if they're gay. To try to turn them ungay. These re-education camps that they send these kids to, that's where they send them. Just ridiculous. Of course, these people are huge Bible thumpers, which is another problem. So anyway, this all happened years ago, right? Years ago. But this all happened before their reality TV show started. Well, here's my question. If you know you have this going on in your household, one of your sons molesting 4 of your daughters and a babysitter, and you've done nothing about it, you've swept it under the rug, you basically are responsible for the abuse that has gone on in your household because your irresponsibility directly led to every victim other than the first one. Why do you agree to participate in a reality show when you know the spotlight is going to be on you? People are going to find out about this, and that's what happened. Eventually, the Duggars did go to the police after the Christian re-education camps and all this kind of crap. They decided to drag their son down to the police department and make him confess, which he did. Now, this is another point of controversy here. The cop that they chose to confess to in town, well, guess where he's at now? Prison! That's right, the cop that the Duggars chose to confess all this stuff to, turns out this guy is a pedophile, and he's currently in prison on a 56-year sentence for child pornography. Is this a coincidence? I think not. I believe they knew something was up with this particular officer, and that's why they chose him. Because they knew the officer would relate to this boy that did this, maybe feel sorry for him, and that's exactly what happened. No charges were filed, nothing was done, nothing. Basically, the officer just talked to the kid and sent him on his way. That was the end of that. Ridiculous. So anyway, the reality show comes on. They participate in this show. They become famous. Everybody knows the Duggars. Oh, how cute! Look at this Christian couple with 18 kids. Isn't this great? Of course, all the Fox News junkies love these people because they're on every. They do all these interviews. They do all these speaking engagements where they go out and they blast the gay community. They blast, people like Bruce Jenner, they're going to hell, and, gay marriage is ruining the family, and, gays are going to bring about the destruction of America and all this kind of stuff, and there's no more family values because of gays and people like Bruce Jenner, and they're just out there beating their chest and throwing their Bibles at people about how all these people are going to hell because they're ruining America and all this. Meanwhile, in their own home, they've got molestation going on. One of their own sons is molesting 4 of their daughters and a babysitter, and they're out trying to preach to everybody else about family values. It's absolutely laughable. A bunch of hypocrites, and Uncle Lou has no patience for this kind of shit, and that's what it is. I'm going to stop right there with the religious angle for now. Before I get carried away, I can already feel my blood pressure starting to rise here, and the doctor tells me I'm not supposed to get aggravated when I make these Uncle Lou videos. Let me just take a sip of coffee here and relax for a second. So anyway, all that crap happens. The reality show comes on. They do their little show. Well, lo and behold, someone releases the report on this kid or whatever from when he went and talked to the police station. Of course, the kid was a juvenile at the time, so the records were supposed to be sealed and never released, but someone leaked them. I don't feel sorry for the Duggars. Yes, it's wrong to release someone's juvenile record. It's against the law, and if they can find out who did it or who was responsible, then I hope they're prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. But the bottom line is, if you get your own reality show, people are going to dig into your past. People are going to find these types of things out. So really, you had no business starting this reality show when you had all these skeletons in your closet. You knew they were going to be revealed. And then to top it all off, you're on top of every stump throwing Bibles at people. As far as I'm concerned, you deserve all the negative attention you're getting. I think these parents should be arrested and thrown in jail for endangering the well-being of all 18 of their children. You cannot properly raise 18 kids. That's child abuse, in my opinion. And to actively allow your teenage son to live inside your home, where you have 18 other children. Now, the last sister that this kid molested was an infant. This is sick behavior, people. This isn't the type of behavior that just goes away. People that do this kind of thing, it's not a phase. Okay? This isn't like your 14-year-old daughter that decides she wants to wear Doc Marten boots and black eye makeup, and then next year she's on the cheerleading team again or whatever. That's not what this is. This type of behavior isn't something that goes away. And for these people to think that they can just cover it up, sweep it under the rug, and then send their son to some BS Christian re-education camp is absolutely ridiculous. I think both parents should be thrown in jail. The kid that did this should be thrown in jail. Absolutely ridiculous. Fox News is a joke on this matter. Fox News is out blaming the vast right-wing conspiracy again for trying to bring this family down, basically saying people are only attacking the Duggars because they stand for good, wholesome Christian values. Wrong. They're attacking this family because they allowed their teenage son to viciously molest 4 of their daughters, and they did nothing. That's why. And Fox News, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now, I made a video a while back where I actually congratulated you on finally doing the right thing on one of these police shooting stories, but here you go again. All you mouth-breathing, Fruit Loop drooling, Fox News watching robots, wake up, people! There is no vast right-wing conspiracy. The Duggars are a terrible family. Their parents are a terrible example of how you should raise your children. Having 18 kids, get real.